Coming up on this week's episode.
Don't let yourself limit by the other people, but come to God and see how God tell you, like how God show you, how He create you, how He put so much thought in your life.
Hello and welcome to the Transformation Podcast with Metamorphic. My name is Jordan and I'll be your host as we interview team members and special guests to be inspired and empowered to bring transformation wherever we are. You can head to our website metamorphic.global for more resources and opportunities to bring transformation around the world. Welcome to the Metamorphic Zone, where we laugh at the impossible and then do it. Hello and welcome to the Transformation Podcast with Metamorphic. I'm back today with Neardey, and today we're going to be talking about significance again. But this time with a twist, we're going to be talking about significance for the youth. Because myself and Neardey had a conversation before, and she mentioned how important it is for the youth today to understand their significance and how it's actually something which is generally lacking. So let's get on to this episode. And let's start with the question. When you look at the general youth, what is the thing that you think they're lacking most and why?
Thank you, Jordan. In my opinion, I surrounded, I have a friend which is not Christian, and people from the Christian in the church, and also myself. But I think generally youth today, some of them are lack of the confidence and purpose. Yeah, and it's because you live in this world where it's a comparison, a competition, but I think to me comparison is have to weigh. It's like a bad comparison, and the positive comparison and the negative comparison. It is okay if you compare yourself with a positive sign, like you see somebody and you inspired by it, and you try so hard to do things to achieve in your life. But some people they have the comparison in a negative way, which is put themselves down and not believe in themselves and lack of the confidence.
Why do you think this is? Why do you think that people lack purpose and confidence?
For the non-believer, I think it's easy to say that because they don't have God. But for the believer, it's the relationship that they have with God, like how strong relationship they are with God. Even me, back to me, I still sometimes have a comparison of myself to others. And sometimes there's a day that I feel not confident enough, not believe in myself. I feel down, but it's still like the only way to come back is to be close to relationship with God, to get back to God and renew your mind with the Word of God. Even in the Bible, tell us in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, that we should transform by renewing our mind. So I think the only way, no matter what, this is, even we talk about youth, but in general, there will be a day that we feel down, we feel we don't know what we're doing, we don't have the purpose in life, we feel not confident. But come back to God and renew your mind is the only way that we're finding it, the confidence and the purpose in life.
So we've been talking about youth not having purpose or clarity or confidence, and a large part of that comes down to not understanding significance. So how have you seen generational impact through understanding significance?
Yeah, so my grandfather started his journey with God in his 50s. He started the church, and then with the church mentor program with Metamorphic back had transformed him, the journey, of serving God, planning church, doing the community work. And in his 50s, and there was a moment for me as well that I realized that he in his 50s to serve God. And why? He see the significance in himself that even he in his 50s, he can do things more and to help the community, to be a church. And so how he understands the significance in his 50s have encouraged me and impacted my life, that understanding my significance in my 20s, I should have done more. I should have done something more. And looking back 7 years ago, I started Metamorphic as a volunteer. Like, I don't even have a confidence in myself. I don't know what I really want to do. I don't even know this is what I want to do. But this last 5 years, I can see that God so tell me so clear that this is what I want to do. This is what He called me to do. And the way understanding significance helped me to step out to another level, which is I feel like more confident and know what I want to do. And can, like, I used to do just a small work with small work in the team, but while and also at the church planter program. But now I can stand up in front of the people, stand up in front of the our church planter and training them, translate and do so much more. That this is really impact to my life, and it's also encouraged me and from what my grandfather have done in his 50, encouraged me to do thing to date as well.
So for young people, what must they do to start understanding their significance? Or maybe for parents of young people, what do young people need to start understanding their significance?
I think understanding significance is something that, it's a first step, but I think leaving out your significance is something that you really need to. And to do that is believe in that you are significant, and don't let yourself limit by other people, but come to God and see how God tell you, like how God show you, how how He create you, how He put so much thought in your life, how He have planned your life, and it is don't limit your life by the negative word. Or also, I think it's about the people that are around you as well. Do they really encourage you? Do they really show you you are significant? Do they really believe in you? So that's really important as well to when we think about to begin understanding our significant. Because for me, it's the team around me, like Metamorphic team. We have the encouragement culture in the team, and the team always encourage and honor, showing the honor and the value to each one of our each of everyone that helped me to understand my significance too. So this is really important that I get to understand my significance by the people around me as well. So for the youth out there, believe in yourself, and also carefully surrounded, carefully choosing the people that you are surrounded as well.
How have you seen what we do at Metamorphic impact generations?
Through our church planting program back to 2020, one of our church planters, her name is Neardey. She came to the program, she came to the training, and she go back to her community, building church, planning church, do the community, and then she invite her daughter to come to join to the next class. But the story is she don't want that. She don't want to come. Her daughters don't want to come, and her mom said, "Just come. They have a good training. The lesson is good, something like that." And she said, at the last day before the training, she's still she's just come for the sake of her mother, asked her to come, but she don't want it. But after she came to the training, she get transformed. She get transformed by what we have trained her, and it's impacting her that she going back to her community, and she have trained the leaders in her community to go to planning more church. So it's just this is not in a family generation, but it's a generation of planning church. This is what we do in Metamorphic. We don't just train people to go plant church, but we train the trainer that they can go back and train their leader and go to different places and plan more churches.
And for those who work with youth or around youth, what's something that they can do today to start helping those youth live with more significance?
Encourage them and empowering them, like teach, train, but release them. And empowering them not to just understand that they are significant, but empower them to do that to other people, to like empower them to understand their significant and see other people significant and empower others to have the significant as well. Because this is what I believe is that you believe in yourself, you believe in your significant, and you live your significant, live in your significant life, but also in a good way is to empower people to be significant. And I think for the people who work with the youth and have the youth around them, or the parent that have the youth, their children, it's encourage them and empowering them that they are significant and they can do so much more in life, that and release that, train them and release them as well, because you cannot like hold them back, like hold them still after you teach, after you train, but empower them to do what God have called them to do.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Transformation Podcast with Metamorphic. Make sure to head to our website, metamorphic.global, where you'll find resources to empower you, as well as opportunities through partnership to bring transformation to the world. Follow us on social media. All the links will be down below in the show notes. Thank you for listening.